Salute to everyone who's watching to go back to dominance. So today I want to explain to you what do I mean when I say go back to dominance. First of all, I believe that I am the best motivational speaker out there, and I'm not gonna lie to you. And some people say it's a fantasy and all. If you watch my work and what I've done already, you will see why I say I'm the best. Maybe it's because I have not come to your area that you think that I'm not. But I will explain to you why I'm the best, and it will actually explain to you why I always say that I'm going back to dominance. So the reason why I say I'm the best is because I have found my purpose. I have found my purpose, and I don't do the typical motivation that I hear. You understand? Like, you, first of all, I needed to identify what kind of motivator I am. And I don't like comparing myself with other guys, because one thing you should realize is that I don't compete with other guys because I don't believe it's a competition. I believe that every guy or woman or man who is a motivator has a certain gift that they have been given, and it doesn't make me better than them because I motivate differently than them. I am the best motivator because every day I wake up, I want to become a better person. I want to become a better motivator. In as much as people will think that I am the best, I always give my best in everything. You understand? And I have tried by all means to make it be like that. That is why I work constantly on myself. That's why even when I stopped gymming, like for the past 4 months, and I got back, and now I'm going for the kill, it is because I've agreed to a level. And the reason why most of the times we would do something like that then fall is because sometimes you level up, and when you level up, you find that you don't adapt to that level. And know that what got me, knowing that what got me where I was last year and what I am right now is totally different. I started manifesting into something that I never thought I would be. I even started a business. Right now. I'm even pushing my motivations. It was a hobby at first because I motivated people and I gave advice to people. Then there was a point where I just asked myself, why shouldn't I try and do this in a public setting other than just doing it on YouTube, where I could do conferences and events and all of that. So as I grew, you see, the first time when I did it, I didn't believe that I was the best. I just did it because I knew that there was something in me, but it it wasn't it wasn't it wasn't watered enough. And when I motivate people, I can see that they are looking for help. They need help. That's why when I motivate them now, and I'm going to digress this, they come back to me and they ask me for help and all of that. And I will do a separate video on that one just to explain it. But what I'm trying to say is that I give it my best every time. I don't give it my less just because sometimes I do it for free, or sometimes I do it for 3,000, or I do it for 10,000, or any amount that you can think of. I give it my best because I've noticed that in order for me to make an impact, I need to give value in such a way that when people start to pay me the amount that I want to be paid, that they'll pay me more than what I'm giving them, because now I'm giving more than I'm being paid. And it's not a problem because I'm still planting seeds. And this comes back to, how do I do it? I go back to dominance. And you always hear me always tell you in my videos that I'm going back to dominance, but you really don't understand what I say when I go back to dominance. Notice what I say always, back to dominance. I mean that go back to the start, go back to where everything started, because a lot of things are broken, and I've started this channel because I have noticed that a lot of people are broken, a lot of things are broken. The fathers are absent, the mothers are raising children alone. Like, there's a lot of misusing of money, there's a lot of weak men, there's a lot of relationships being destructive, and that is something that I address. You see, something you should realize is that darkness means ignorance, and and the Bible says that the area of darkness in your life, the areas of darkness in your life are the areas of darkness in your life are the ones that the devil will get his demons in, because he is the prince of darkness, and darkness means ignorance. So he attacks you according to the ignorance that you have. And most of the times, that is what we are. We are ignorant. We are looking for two things: instant gratification and doing things that we don't understand, because we are very much ignorant. And through my channel and through other channels as well, and through my events and seminars, that is what I address. I give you as much knowledge as I need to give to you by going back to dominance. Going back to dominance meaning that we start from the book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 26, when he says that we should dominate. That's why I say go back to dominance. So we're going back to where we should dominate. We cannot go by principles that are not there. Anything that is not a principle is an option, it's an opinion. And a lot of times right now we listen to more opinions than principles. And that is what I need to address. I address that. And that's why I even have my own business, so that I can teach you some of the things you need to know about businesses. But when it comes to the premium things, I have a Patreon that will give you everything that you need to know. And the reason why I give it on Patreon other than YouTube is that when I give it for free, it loses value. And when something loses value in front of your eyes because it's for free, you don't appreciate it as much as if you pay for it with your hard-earned money. And right now, if I say that I'm pay for it, not because I want the money, but I want you to appreciate it, you would rather buy something that will give you instant gratification. And I think that's why they call us the sad generation, because I want to form more leaders to lead in their dominance. So I want them to go back to dominance. I don't want them to be whatever they are right now. That's even why I started the Patreon in the first place. And that's the reason why I'm so aggressive when it comes to doing these events. And I want to come to your event. And I did a business because I want to show you that it is possible to make it. Let me just finish this video. Give it a big thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up, because I will know if these are the kind of contents that you want. If you don't give it a big thumbs up, then the algorithm of YouTube doesn't know if this is the kind of thing that you want to watch. And yeah, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe. Please click that subscribe button so that you can be able to have exclusive rights to my content. And always remember, /TechXY as Soldier salute you out.